we're gonna move on to the main event, the undisputed main event of this show.
Apparently.
I'm just saying they say main event in the promos, and they're not WWE where they're gonna fucking. A big part of the story was MJF telling Sammy, "You get to main event a pay per view and make a shit ton of money for lying down for me." They're not WWE where they're gonna be like, "We have 3 main events on Night of Champions." That's not how main events work. No offense, because I'm looking forward to Night of Champions too. But you know, whatever match goes on last is the main event, and it should be the World Heavyweight Title match, but it probably would be Roman Reigns and Solo versus Sammy and Kevin Owens. Anyway, that's for another prediction show. We'll talk about that on our Night of Champions predictions, I'm sure. But
that are already
MJF.
out, so please go watch them.
Yeah, we definitely talked about them. We definitely talked about them. Maybe not on the show, but like, we definitely talked about it. MJF is defending the Triple B versus Samuel Guevara. What is Darby short for? I don't know what that could possibly be short for, you know?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew, okay. I can see that. So we got MJF versus Samuel Guevara versus Bartholomew. That's hard to say without slowing down. Allen versus Jungle Boy.
Say the whole name. Jungle Boy John.
Jungle Boy Jackoff. Okay,
John.
Gotcha.
Jack is short for John.
I still have no idea how that works, but apparently it does.
Teddy is short for Edward. Explain that one to me.
I thought it was short for Tedward, but okay. That's news
it was short
to
for
me.
Theodore.
Technically both.
Yeah, I know, but still weird.
Yeah, I feel like it's not. You know, I think Eddie is short for Edward. I know multiple Eddies. Yeah. I only know one Ed. I know 2 Eddies. So I know Ed, Eddie, and Ed D. But it's going to be a fatal 4-way. It's going to be awesome. The 4 pillars. We've always wanted this. We didn't know it, but we've always wanted this. And I think this match is going to be great. This could be match of the night. It feels weird to say, but it's almost kind of rare for the main event to actually be match of the night. But it was last pay-per-view, so you know, it could very well be this pay-per-view. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think we're all in agreement on who's going to win. So we're going to also talk about who's going to get pinned. And you know what? I'm going to go first. Jungle Boy's getting pinned. That dude's a fucking loser, bro. This dude should not be in this match. We all thought Sammy was the one who felt like the oddball out in the beginning, but his 2-week run with MJF was some of the most entertaining shit the company's ever done. He's weirdly positioned himself as a babyface, but I think they just want everyone besides MJF to be babyface-ish for this match. So yeah, Jungle Boy is getting pinned by MJF because he's a loser. MJF's the winner. And I think we'll get a Darby MJF feud out of this. And I think they've abandoned the Jungle Boy aspect of it because, you know, he's not that guy. That's a reference. I don't know to what, but I know it's a reference.
You're not that guy,
pal.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know what that's from, but yeah, I know that's a
internet.
reference. You know, yeah, cool. May the force be with you. You know, never seen it, but I know what I'm referencing. Yeah, man, the Battlestar Galactica. You know, great stuff. Who wants to go first? I'm gonna leave it up for interpretation. Who wants to go first? Who's getting pinned? You obviously think MJF's gonna win, but which one of you two wants to go?
I'll go. Nick, is that okay?
Please, by all means.
I too think Jungle Jack is taking the pin, but I think that's because he's the one who will benefit the most from being pinned, because it could set him off on a story, as opposed to if Darby takes the pin or if Sammy takes the pin. It's just they got pinned, now what? I think Jungle Boy, we are inching closer and closer to a Jungle Boy heel turn, and I think getting pinned is the way we get there, or at the very least what kickstarts it. And I think a Jungle Boy versus Darby Allin feud where Jungle Jack is the heel, has a lot you could do.
I should have went first.
No. I was going to ask you if you were really okay with that, because I didn't fully believe you when you said go ahead, Tim. So maybe I should have interrupted and asked. I'm sorry, Rev. I should have interrupted James immediately and just made sure that you were.
It's okay.
Truly okay with
that
that.
would be so weird.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, but that's okay. We almost made it through the whole show without it, so it's fine. Just quick, James, quick sidebar. Maybe don't point out production issues during the middle of the show. We don't want people to hear about that stuff. We want to sell them the sausage. We don't want them to know how it's made, because then they wouldn't want the sausage. It's kind of
right.
It's kind of gross. And Rev, if you could cut this part out too, just so again, we don't want to have show notes, live on air, so
yeah,
maybe make a little timestamp of that, or at least like bleep it out or something,
Hour 14, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I mean, after you cut all these parts out, we should be down to like 4 hours. So, that'd be pretty good. Which, this is AEW pay-per-view, so it's probably going to be 5 hours. So, we're almost got them there. But that being said, who do you have in this match? Why do you think Jungle Boy is taking the pin? And I guess you also think he's turning heel soon.
Yeah, and I mean, James and I did discuss this on Wednesday during the live, so I'm not surprised he had similar thoughts, because we literally planned this out, where I think, Jungle Boy getting pinned by MJF makes a lot of sense, because he does kind of need a heel turn. I feel, him failing to get a singles title on his own and doing things the right way should probably lead to him getting a heel turn. Now, you don't have to have him get pins for it to happen. And shit, there's a chance it even happens during the match on Saturday. I think there's a chance he just turns heel during the match. He's been a bit of a dick, especially to Darby. Like, I know they were cool enough to win that match and get themselves into the championship match, but it's been kind of a dick to Darby. So it wouldn't completely surprise me if he turned heel in this match, but I do agree with James. I do think it'll happen later. I think my only solid prediction is Darby's not getting pinned. I think it'll be Jack or Sammy. I don't think it's going to be Darby, because he's been too hot right now, to be honest.
It's funny that MJF planted the seeds for Jungle Boy to turn heel, but I'm way more invested in Darby and Sammy's like mutual respect for each other than anything Jungle Boy's doing, which is like, that's me putting aside the joke of making fun of Jungle Boy. Like, I'm just genuinely like, I was like, oh, I really like that Darby and Sammy, after doing crazy ass shit in matches together, have that mutual respect. So I'm a fan.
And they've known
of
each
their
other.
interactions, and I just think there's going to be so many cool moments.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
Yeah, they've known each other for a long time.
I think there's just going to be so many cool moments in this match. So many cool like variations of these four. Like, we're going to get that Darby Allin Jungle Boy interaction to pay off the tension. We're going to get that Sammy Darby interaction where they're like respectfully going to go at each other. And we're going to get the MJF Darby interaction where they try to headlock take over each other a bunch. And MJF's definitely going to offer Sammy like a giant hug, and then Sammy's going to take it. They're going to kiss, and then Sammy's going to like roll him up or hit it like a German suplex or something. Like, there's so many good moments that are going to happen in this match, and it's going to be so fun. We're all going MJF. We all think Jungle Boy is getting pinned. And obviously, if it's not Jungle Boy, it's Sammy. Like, we're all exactly on the same page about that aspect of it. But you're right, Rev. We got to leave that room for the Jungle Boy heel turn to happen during the match. That is a very, very realistic possibility.
Watch Sammy and Darby. Okay, Jen, I'm sorry.
No, you go. I went first last time.
I was gonna say, I've watched Sammy and Darby accidentally take themselves out by just trying to one up each other doing crazy shit. And that's how we just kind of end up in a one-on-one with MJF and Jungle Boy, and then MJF cheats to win, obviously, and there you go.
there's an Anarchy in the Arena match and an unsanctioned match, but yet the craziest shit happens in this match. So, yeah, I can see it happening. That's cool. Or just all right. I'll put this dynamics this way, right? Darby rides a skateboard down to the ring. Cool, awesome, love that. I'm a skater boy. You know, if MJF tried to ride Darby a skateboard, it would be comically bad, and like MJF would be so good at hamming that up. If Sammy would do it, he might be able to ride it, and then he would jump off of it like a madman. It'd be pretty cool. If Jungle Boy did it, there's no version of it where he doesn't look like a dork.